As a fan of JRPGs, farming sims, and life sims, I've spent countless hours exploring worlds, leveling up characters, and following storylines that feel endless. And while I love losing myself and time in these long journeys, sometimes it's just really nice to actually see credits roll. There's something satisfying about a story that respects your time, a world you can explore without feeling like you're committing 100 hours. That's what today's list is all about. JRPGs on Nintendo Switch that you can actually finish all under 25 hours. These are games that deliver complete, fulfilling stories in a digestible package. Hey friends, I'm Autumn. Welcome back to Cozy Cartridges, your channel for games that feel like home, no matter how small the screen. If you enjoy JRPGs, farming slash life sims, and handheld nostalgia, grab your favorite snack or drink, get comfy, and let's dive in. Rhapsody, a musical adventure, is a whimsical storybook JRPG that instantly feels charming. You can play this on the original PlayStation, Nintendo DS, or Switch through the Pretty Presents NIS Classics Volume 3. You follow Cornette, a spirited young girl who dreams of music, adventure, and falling in love, as she sets out to rescue her prince from an evil witch. The story is heartfelt and full of humor, and what makes it stand out is the way music is woven directly into the plot, with full musical numbers punctuating key moments.
But you're out there and I'm waiting for you.
Combat is turn based and approachable, so the focus stays on the story and the characters. You explore small towns, forests, and castles, collecting items and meeting quirky NPCs along the way. At around 10 to 15 hours, it's short enough to play through in a weekend, but still leaves a lasting impression, especially if you enjoy your JRPGs with a little bit of music. Child of Light is another poetic and enchanting adventure that feels like a fairy tale brought to life. You play as Aurora, a young princess transported to the magical land of Lemuria after mysterious illness strikes her home. Along the way, she meets Innoculus, a tiny glowing companion who assists with combat and exploration. The story is understated but emotionally resonant, exploring themes of hope, courage, and friendship. Gameplay blends turn based combat with timing based mechanics that reward careful planning. Beyond battles, you explore forests, castles, and underground caves while solving light environmental puzzles and collecting resources to upgrade skills. Completing this adventure takes roughly 10 to 12 hours, offering a beautifully self contained story that's both calming and rewarding. This Way Madness Lies is a quirky, even a little outlandish, episodic JRPG that feels like stepping into a playful storybook. It follows the Stratford upon Avon High School Drama Society, a group of theater students who are secretly magical girls with the ability to travel between alternate dimensions inspired by the worlds of William Shakespeare's plays. Each chapter introduces new characters, settings, and self contained adventures, which keeps the pacing brisk and engaging. The turn-based combat is simple and snappy, designed for short bursts of play, so it's easy to complete a full chapter in a single setting. What really makes it stand out is how each segment explores a different scenario, from strange towns to eccentric characters, without ever overstaying its welcome. The humor is offbeat and often surprising, and the episodic structure makes it perfect for shorter play sessions. You can jump in and out without losing track of the story. At around 5 to 10 hours, it's an ideal pick for a light, enjoyable weekend JRPG. While the previous games keep things light and playful, some shorter JRPGs take a very different approach, slowing things down and focusing more on atmosphere, emotion, and the weight of their stories. I Am Setsuna is a solemn and elegant JRPG that captures the emotional tone of a classic Japanese role playing game. You follow Setsuna, a young woman chosen to be sacrificed to end a long standing war. Her journey is quiet and melancholic, with a cast of companions who each add depth and emotional weight to the story. Combat is turn based, inspired by Chrono Trigger, with emphasis on timing and chaining combos to maximize damage. Exploration is mostly linear, guiding you through snowy towns, forests, and dungeons, keeping the story tight and immersive. Clocking in at around 15 to 20 hours, it's a complete emotional experience that rewards players who appreciate storytelling and atmosphere as much as combat strategy. Omori is a deeply layered indie RPG that blends dream and reality in a way that's both charming and unsettling. You play as Omori, a boy navigating a world of vivid dreams and emotional challenges, accompanied by a cast of friends whose personalities and backstories are explored throughout the game. The narrative balances whimsy with psychological depth, giving players moments of lighthearted fun alongside darker, thought provoking themes. Turn based combat features status effects, tactical decisions, and unique abilities for each character. Exploration involves interacting with dreamlike environments, solving optional puzzles, and uncovering side stories. The game can take 20 to 25 hours depending on optional content, but the experience is emotionally rich and feels complete when you reach standing. Omori demonstrates that even shorter games can deliver a deeply satisfying narrative and memorable characters. Those are the JRPGs I've actually spent time with, but there are a few more I've been saving for the perfect time. Short JRPGs that I think will be fun, complete, and satisfying based on reviews I've seen. So don't hate me if they're awful, but share your thoughts if you've played them. Super Mario RPG is a classic and incredibly charming JRPG with your favorite Nintendo characters. Mario teams up with characters like Mallow and Geno to stop the evil Smithy and save the Mushroom Kingdom. The story is lighthearted and humorous, full of memorable moments and clever dialogue. Turn-based combat features timing-based attacks that reward precision, while exploration includes solving puzzles, navigating platforming sequences, and discovering hidden items. The game is approachable and rewarding, with a playtime of around 10 to 15 hours. Its colorful world and balanced pacing make it a perfect short JRPG to revisit or experience for the first time. Jack Move is a game that only came on my radar while I was doing research for this video. It brings players into a stylish cyberpunk world with a story about a hacker uncovering a web of corporate conspiracies. The game combines turn based battles with quick tactical decisions and features a variety of abilities for strategic combat. Exploration is concise, with the city and its districts offering distinct visual flair. Story is engaging, mysterious, and told with a strong sense of atmosphere. At around 10 to 12 hours, it's short enough to finish in a few sessions while delivering a very strong narrative driven experience. Cosmic Star Heroine is a sci fi JRPG where you play as Alyssa, tasked with fighting a corrupt organization across multiple planets. The game combines fast paced turn based combat with strategic abilities and party management. The story features humor, intrigue, and charming character interactions, making it feel like a complete sci fi adventure in a compact package. Exploration includes towns, ships, and space stations, while battles are engaging and never overstay their welcome. You should be able to complete this game in 12 to 15 hours, making it perfect for a short weekend session. Ara Fell is set in a charming fantasy kingdom where magic, mystery, and political intrigue collide. You follow a young hero and a cast of companions as they unravel the story of an impending danger that could destroy their kingdom. Together, you explore towns, forests, dungeons, and hidden magical locations, uncovering secrets, solving puzzles, and battling mystical creatures. Combat is turn based, exploration is open enough to feel immersive, and there are side quests that enrich the narrative without dragging the game out. Around 15 to 20 hours, it delivers the nostalgic feel of classic JRPGs while remaining concise and enjoyable. I've just been waiting on this one because, boy, is the physical copy expensive. Live Alive is an anthology JRPG with multiple stories set in different eras, from the Wild West to futuristic sci fi. Each chapter tells a self contained story with unique characters, combat mechanics, and gameplay twists, giving the game incredible variety while keeping sessions short and focused. Combat is turn based but varies slightly by chapter, keeping each story fresh. The total experience can be completed in 18 to 20 hours, making it more manageable while still providing a rich and engaging narrative. Its episodic structure is ideal for players who enjoy short, complete JRPG experiences without committing to an overly long singular story where you may or may not forget what happened at the beginning. All of these JRPGs share something I've really come to appreciate as an adult with limited free time. No spring break, no long summer vacations. They respect your time. You can explore their worlds, meet their characters, and experience a complete story without feeling like you've been lost in it for 100 hours. There's something genuinely satisfying about seeing the credits roll, knowing you've reached the end of a journey. And while I'll always love those long, sprawling JRPGs that pull you in and don't let go, these shorter ones are a really good palate cleanser in between. If you played any of these or have your own favorite short JRPGs, I'd love to hear about them down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications for weekly cozy gaming content. Until next time, may your adventures be comfy, your time well spent, and your stories enthralling.